strength-based development. Before we move ahead, let me enlighten you briefly about Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan and Bhavan's Leelavati Munshi College of Education. Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, an internationally reputed institution dedicated to the promotion of education and Indian culture, is a charitable public trust founded by Kulpati Dr. Kanhaiya Lal Maneklal Munshi on November 7, 1938. It is today an all Indian intellectual, cultural, educational institution dedicated to the twin task of interpreting the age old yet timeless message of our heritage by sticking to our cultural roots, along with encouraging its students to reach sky high achievements by panning our wings and opening up to new advancements every day. Talking about Bhavan's Leelavati Munshi College of Education, Bhavan's Leelavati Munshi College of Education is the newest addition in the galaxy of institutions under Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. It has been established in the year 2016 with the recognition of NCTE and is affiliated to Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University and SCERT, Delhi. Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, being a charitable institution and genuinely serving the cause of education, established this college in order to cater to the ever expanding requirements of quality teachers and educators who can bring about a transformative change in the lives and personalities of their students. The current workshop on strength based development is a small step towards achieving this goal. Now, I would like to quote the words of Sir Tom Rath. If you spend your whole life trying to be good at everything, you will never be great at anything. I repeat, if you spend your life trying to be good at everything, you will never be great at anything. While our society encourages us to be well rounded, this approach inadvertently breeds mediocrity. Perhaps the greatest misconception of all is that of the well rounded leader. Therefore, success is achieved by developing our strengths and not by eliminating our weaknesses. Focus on your strengths and manage your weaknesses. This statement is a great balancing act that shatters the age old philosophy that advocates improving on your weaknesses to achieve success. People don't change that much. Don't waste time trying to put in what was left out. Try to draw out what was left in. That is hard enough. That is, it is very difficult to change people, and therefore the focus should be to get the maximum from people in which they are good at. At the individual level, strengths based development involves three stages: identification of talent, integration into how one views himself or herself, and behavioral change. Research shows that when teachers or leaders focus on individual strengths and try to focus on them rather than trying to fix the weaknesses, it leads to significant improvements in engagement, performance, and productivity of humans. This concept of strength based development draws on the fundamentals of positive psychology and authentic leadership. The aim of this approach is to focus on what is strong rather than what is wrong. For example, if your child isn't good at baseball but excels in hockey, would you make him or her quit hockey so he or she can try and get better at a sport that doesn't come naturally to him or her? Now, I would like you to ponder upon this till our esteemed resource person, Mr. Amit Gupta, throws some light upon it. For further proceedings of the event, I would like to invite Dr. Gitika Datta, Principal, BLMCE, for welcoming and introducing our resource persons.
Thank you so much, Akriti. A very good morning to one and all present over here. I am very happy and I feel greatly honored to welcome the guests of today. I'll give a brief introduction. We welcome Mr. Amit Gupta, who is the country head for the Studios Technologies in Philippines. He is a visionary and is basically has a solutions focused he's been looking into the global operations, and he's respected for creating and implementing strategic plans alongside C-level leadership teams to foster a mission-driven culture, accountability, and collaboration. He has a proven track record of identifying and developing innovative operational opportunities to maximize team and customer satisfaction. He is perceived to be a thoughtful leader who guides team members in onboarding, rewards, recognition, and effective human capital resources allocation. He has a huge experience, more than 20 years, in driving large projects, managing budgets up to $30 million, and he has been managing global teams as vice president and of operations as well as HR with huge number of people to the tune of say 20,000, and he has worked in senior positions with reputed international organizations like the Studios Technologies, CETIL, IBM, to name a few. We are also highly privileged to have amongst us Ms. Elizabeth Tendero. She is a consultant and in the areas of communication, inputs, connectedness, is an activator, and is also working in the field, has worked in the field of organization development, optimization, change management, etc. She has had over 18 years of experience in people management, 9 years in organization development and performance optimization, 8 years as culture and employee engagement strategist, 8 years as the senior manager in operations. So we are we are very happy and we welcome both of you wholeheartedly, and I am very sure that this session is going to be very, very useful and fruitful for all our students, especially since they are now on the verge of entering the world of work. So we really look forward to all the inputs shared by both of you. So as we see the stage, no, the screen is all yours. So we welcome you, both of you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your words of wisdom. You have always been a constant guiding light for all of us here at BLMCE. We also thank you for introducing the resource persons of the day. Our BLMC family is privileged to have you here with us, holding on to the true essence of valuing everyone equally and focusing on what the person can do rather than what the person cannot do. I now invite Mr. Amit Gupta and Ms. Elizabeth Tendero to share their vast knowledge and enlighten us on the topic strength based development.
Thank you very much, Akriti and Gitlita, for the warm welcome. And um, I'm here, by the way, to moderate the session. Amit will be our main trainer for today. So I'm like your connection. If this were an audience, if we were in a plenary room, I'm the one with the mic reaching out to you guys, getting your feedback because you want to make it an engaging session for everyone. I know it's right now we're doing it over our screens, but we want, and it's a big group. We have 71 in the class right now. So I invite each of you to share this. We don't want this to be a one-way sort of session where it's just Amit sharing what he knows. We invite each of you to also share your experiences in the chat screen. So uh, earlier I was introduced by Gitlika. Thank you very much for that warm introduction. I actually worked with Amit in the past. So he was my boss in IBM very briefly, and we worked together in Sitel, and he's been my longtime mentor. So what I've learned in people development, performance optimization, and being a senior manager in operations were things that I learned through Amit, through my weekly one-on-one sessions with him. And building on our strengths even before we were exposed to strengths-based development was one of the key things that Amit shared in developing me as a leader. So that's my profile. I'm a project manager. I do consultation on organization development and performance optimization. And today I'm your microphone. That's it. I'm your microphone to Amit. I'll be monitoring the chat sessions. So with that said, I want to test everyone to see if you can navigate your chat boxes over down the left hand corner of your screen. There's a chat. If everyone can just write something that, since it's the morning, what did you guys have for breakfast this morning, so that we can test our chat. I invite you guys to write something there in your chat box. It's like a little white button. Nothing yet, Saloni. No breakfast yet for you. Okay. Other people? Shabam. Okay, cup of tea sounds really great. That's very comforting. So have all of you figured out where your chat boxes are? Good morning, Samishka. I hope I'm pronouncing the names right. Samiksha. The names correctly. Also, if you have any questions, there is a hand button, a raise hand button on your screen. Okay, I see more people chatting in the box. Pratik, milk, papaya, and some nuts. That sounds great. So now, can we just check the sound? Can everybody hear us audibly?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. If you
Yes,
can't,
ma'am.
if you cannot hear me, raise your hand. There's a hand button in the middle of your options on Google Meet. Looks like everyone can hear me loud and clear. And finally, we've been asking you guys to show your faces, show your beautiful faces on the screen, because we also want to take a picture and see your reactions as we go through the training. And for now, I think we can take a picture of everyone. Let's wait for people to share their screens. We're about to take a class picture before we start. I'm seeing more. I see Shabam, Saloni, Kitika's there. Thank you. Pratik has had his screen on from the start of this session. Thank you very much. More people, if you could show your faces. Thank you, Swati and Yugal, for sharing so that we can take a picture. How about the other people?
Yeah, let's smile at the camera.
Smile. Okay, let's smile.
Anything.
Okay, I'll take a bit. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay. I took one picture. Thank you for showing your faces. And with that, we're also going to use a polling tool. So Amit later will share Slido for us to use polling for the questions that we have for the group. Okay, and with that, I'll hand it over to Amit, and hope everyone enjoys the session.
Thank you so much, E and Geetika madam, for introducing me and welcoming us to this forum. So I heard several people calling me sir. So please don't call me sir. My name is Amit, and that's how I prefer to be called as. I'm based in the Philippines for last 16 years, and Elizabeth, we call her E, and that's how she wanted to be called as. She is from Philippines, as you would have noticed. She had difficulty in speaking, pronouncing some names, but that's always possible. लेकिन मैं हिंदी में बात कर सकता हूँ, right? So if you are uncomfortable in speaking in English, don't shy away. हम मिक्स बात करेंगे, हम बात करेंगे थोड़ी हिंदी में भी, थोड़ी इंग्लिश में भी, थोड़ी इंग्लिश में भी, right? So we will continue that conversation. I grew up in Delhi, so I'm a Delhi boy, pretty much. And earlier, I think it was, um, sorry if I forgot the name, it was Pratiksha who was giving some introduction, right? Um,
Sir Akriti.
Akriti.
Sir, it's
Akriti, sorry,
Akriti.
Akriti. So Akriti talked about Tom Rath and some philosophies. So that's good that you got to understand some of those things early on. It took me a lot of years. I think I got introduced to this concept in somewhere around 2008, and that changed my life. That changed how I think and how I do think, right? And it was pretty late, already 15 years into my career. So at the starting of your career, if you can you start with the right approach, nothing like that. So today, that's what we are going to talk about. We are going to talk um, uh, about what is talent, what is strength, and how do we transform our talent, identify and transform our talent into strength. तो ये कुछ एक वर्ड हैं जो आपको अलग अलग सुनने में मिलेंगे, तो हम will try to define them differently and put some examples. My request from everybody is to participate, ask questions, as in when I may not be able to see what you're writing in the chat, but please do use chat button or unmute your microphone and ask a question. हिंदी में, इंग्लिश में, ये दो भाषाएं मैं जानता हूँ और थोड़ी बहुत पंजाबी, तो वो चलेगा. You can give your comments, ask questions, and that participation is definitely required. We will also do an activity which will require paper and pen or pencil, whatever, so please keep it handy. That will come in between. Yeah, so going back to the topic, as I was saying, that one thing that I've learned over a period that is that for anyone to do well in their professions or education, they need to be emotionally engaged in the workplace or the subject they are studying, right? Whatever is the case. And as teachers, now we need to earn the respect of our students in order to emotionally engage them. है ना, आपका उसमें ध्यान, एक इमोशनल इन्वॉल्वमेंट अगर ज्यादा होती है तो देन आपको वक्त का पता ही नहीं लगता and you can work harder. It doesn't feel like work, it doesn't feel like effort. And for us to activate our individual and collective potential and become effective educators, we need to create an environment that provides each of us this opportunity to do what we do best every day. So my goal here is to help us bring our personal best to our school or our workplace, whatever is your stage of life, and not only that, to even each other as co-students, as peers, as classmates, as co-workers. And I really believe that focusing on your strengths will help us achieve that. Discovering and building on your greatest talent is a direct road to success. So Akriti alluded to this point earlier on, but again, I will re-emphasize. Today, you will have a chance to explore that how you can identify your unique talents and promote your own individual development. We'll do definitely talk about that, how it can apply to your students in future, but everything, transformation starts from you. When we transform ourselves, we transform the world around us. All right. So I do understand that all of you, being student, are good at taking notes. So today I would like you not only take notes, but also participate in this conversation. So take it as a conversation. And again, please call out if there is anybody who is if you think me to switch and explain in Hindi, I'll tell you, I studied in Hindi medium school for most part. I until today I don't understand grammar, that rules of grammar that much. It so happened that for last so many years, I'm in an environment where I am forced, I have no other choice but to speak English. So I'm now more comfortable speaking in English. It's more effort for me to go to Hindi, but I'm very well versed. So in case that, please don't be shy. Please tell me कि अगर कोई चीज आपको समझना है मैं उसको और हिंदी में explain करूं, right? Please don't be shy. I have gone through that and I don't want you guys to feel that way. Okay?
Yes,
I'm not
yes,
hearing any.
yes, sir, yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes.
So what we're going to do during this whole session, you will find some moments where you will feel like saying, ah. और वो आ की आवाज कब निकलती है? जब आपको कुछ लगता है हाँ ये तो कुछ नया है, right? You get so that's why, right? So note down, okay, what are those ahs, moments of ahs that you find? उसके अलावा aha, है ना? When you see, अच्छा मुझको तो ये पता था, हमेशा से पता था, you knew something all throughout your life from inside, that's truth, but never said it. So those moments where you'll say, yeah, that it makes sense, it's true, right? So that's aha. So note down those aha moments. But alongside also some ha moments, right? We all need to have some fun. So we'll have fun. Anything you find funny, yeah, please take a note of that. Everybody with me? Okay?
Yes.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
Yes, sir.
I need some energy, and I need some energy here, right? Okay. So again, I'm really excited to be with you and share my learnings. It's my personal mission to help young and budding professionals like you to be the best version of yourself. Today, you're going to have a chance to explore how you can use your unique talents to promote your own development and also development of your students. We will explore that, what is talent, what is strengths, and what is their relationship. We will also understand the concept of strength-based development today, right? So this is going to be a brief session. It's a lifelong learning. So there is something now, because I would like to hear other voices also. So I would like now, from time to time, I'll ask people to read what is on the screen. Like I know that as teachers, sometimes you do that to your students. So I think now I feel that need, I will do that. So if you can help me, call out people to read what they see on the screen on this slide. Anybody or people can volunteer, right? What do you read on the screen? Just read it for me, please.
Yeah. Maybe we could. I see Swati reading right now. Would you like to read it for us? I saw your eyes reading through the screen. So
Yes, sure. What lies behind us and what lies before us are small matters compared to what lies within us. Ralph Waldo Emerson.
okay.
All right. Cool.
And
Thank you.
we
So,
also. Oh, sorry.
sorry.
We also had some people who raised hands. So I'm just gonna mention that later. Those who raised hands, I can call you immediately. We had a queue, Amit. So okay.
Okay. So
Thank you for those who
did
raised
people raise
hands,
hand
by the
because they have
way.
some comment to make, or they want to read?
I'm
Is there
not sure.
if
I think
anybody
it
has
was
any question? Does
when.
anybody has any question?
Mhm.
Does anybody has any
Yeah,
question?
I think it was because they wanted to.
I'm sorry.
No, I think.
Okay. All right. So let's get engaged into something. Have you guys
Yeah.
used Slido before? I'm told that, because you guys are facilitator, probably you are much more tech savvy than me. And have you guys used Slido previously?
No.
Never. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play some games here. So you guys have cell phone or other devices. So I suggest you go to either scan this QR code or go to slido.com and go to 827029, or there is this link. If you can copy this link in
Yes.
the chat box, or go directly to that, and I am going to, and then respond to a question that you will see there. So you will see the question when you go on that link. Please scan this QR code from your phone. You can do that, or slido.com. The session number is 827029, and please respond to this question. Everybody, let's do it. What is one positive word people use to describe you? I see responsible. Somebody write responsible.
Yeah.
So there are 70 odd people in the session. We would like to see it. Caring. Guys, please don't mind if you see my head going here and there. I have 3 screens going on here. Okay. So, so friendly. Looks like there's several people who have, who are friendly in the group. I want to feel that friendliness from the group. Lively, polite, hardworking. Okay, lively and friendly. So bring some life to the session, guys. Caring. Okay, another big one. Caring. Who's that chatterbox? I'm actually opposite of that, but right now it's me who's chatting the most, who's talking the most. Kind-hearted. Let's keep them coming, keep them coming. All right, quirky. Who's the quirky one here? You can speak, guys.
I'm the one.
You're the one. We have to call out your name because I don't.
Swati.
Swati. All right.
Swati.
What makes you quirky? Quirky. Tell us about that. Swati.
Because at first I'm introvert and then they find me quirky, so that's why.
Okay. So you play some practical jokes also on people?
Sometimes.
Okay. Creative. Okay, so out of 70 people there, so far only 24 people have responded. I want everybody to respond. Come on. Let's see. Let's think about what others see good in us, right? It's representation of what people see in us, what are good things they see in us. Easygoing, happy and tolerant, caring and emotional, sensible, sweet, focused. Yeah, still very few people are responding. Is everybody able to go to Slido, or are you facing some challenge? Do we have link in the chat box for Slido?
Yeah. Yeah, because we can't copy paste it because it's a picture file. I'm trying to get the link. If you, yeah, because I can't
I did
copy
send you
paste it from the
yesterday, but
slide.
I'll message you 1 second.
Trying to get it
No, I
right
sent you in
now.
an email separately. Okay. Let me see if I can
Okay.
give it to you. I can paste it now if I. You got it?
So, sorry about that, guys. To open mine. I got it.
Got it? Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So it's like we got only 33 people who have voted so far. So it's only 50% participation. What do you expect? What kind of participation you guys expect when you really take a class as teachers? Come on, I'm looking for some answers.
Sir, at
Speak up.
least 80%. I mean, it's 100%.
Yeah. So let's show that. Let's be as participative as we expect from our students,
Yeah.
right? Okay, looks like some people had some struggle logging in. It was my bad. I thought that this generation is much more tech savvy. We should have had a better way. Okay, so I think we've spent enough time on this, and I would like to move forward. Yeah, you can still keep putting in your votes. It will continue, but let's move on with our presentation so that we don't waste time. Okay, so first of all, now can we call the other person who wanted to read? So let's have somebody read the statement that you see on the screen.
Yes. The I didn't note the name. The one with it there. So Nali Gupta is the one who wants to read. Can you please read what's on the screen?
Yes, mom. The key to success is to fully understand how to apply your greatest talents and strengths in your everyday life.
Great. So now let's try to understand with some examples. So what I want to hear, name a few famous, highly successful people that you know of. Right? Open your mic and name, because I really can't.
Yeah.
Mark
Elon,
Zuckerberg.
Be able to read, so I want to.
Elon
Yeah.
Musk.
Elon
Mark
Musk. Yeah.
Zuckerberg.
Mark
So Mukesh
Zuckerberg.
Ambani.
Sorry.
Mukesh Ambani.
Mukesh Ambani. Yeah. So these are all people on the business side. Who are the other
Okay.
people?
At Amit, we have Yugal saying Ratan Tata.
Okay. Wow.
You
I
guys
thought the first
can
name.
use.
I was expecting the first name to be Amitabh Bachchan or
Einstein.
Amir Khan or Sachin Tendulkar or come on, yeah, let's
Shah
hear.
Rukh
There's
Khan, sir.
also Amitabh. I don't know how to
Uh-huh.
pronounce the last name. Bachchan by
Amitabh
Anmo
Bachchan,
Jindal.
Sir
Yeah, Amitabh
Nawazuddin
Bachchan.
Siddiqui.
Nawazuddin Siddiqui, yes, why
Hmm.
not?
Shah
Right?
Rukh Khan.
Shah Rukh Khan,
Sir, Narendra Modi.
Narendra Modi, yeah, okay.
Yeah. And
Salman
Akris.
Khan.
So now you see these are the names from different fields. कोई politician है, कोई successful businessman है, entrepreneurs हैं, artists हैं, sports में लोग हैं. So normally जब हम talent की बात करते हैं, हम अधिकतर associate करते हैं वो किसी art form से, right? बहुत बारी यही होता है कि वो वहीं पर लगा रहता है. But if you think about it, each of these individual had talents that made them successful. So now let's talk about a few people that you guys named. Somebody initially said Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg. So what characteristic you think made them successful? Pick up the name that you gave out and think a little and let's talk about it. So this is a discussion, guys. It's like two-way conversation.
Sir, I said Narendra Modi because he's a good visionary, or I can say leader, and a good speaker. That's what make him successful.
Yeah, I agree. He's a wonderful orator, right? So how he speaks, how he connects to people, right? He has a way of connecting with people, common people. Yeah, that's a that made him so successful. Who else?
Sir, I said Elon Musk. I find him to be a futurist, an innovator, and hardworking person.
Yeah, absolutely. He's futuristic. He had thought about things that we never thought would be possible, right? He believed in those things. Who else? Please go. Please talk about it.
Sir,
Sir,
I mentioned about Dr. APJ Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So I really admire him for his simplicity and for his honesty that he possesses, which makes him really successful in his life.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. What else? Let's hear a few more.
I feel passion and
Sir,
dedication.
passionate,
Sorry.
passionate about
Dedication towards one's abilities.
Sir, I mentioned a writer, sir, different writers like Sudha Murthy from India, they connect with human emotions and people, they interact with them a lot. So that's what makes them good at their field.
Yeah, absolutely. What else? Who else? And
Sir
please don't call me sir. Don't call me sir. Call me Amit, please.
Yes,
I'm not
Mr.
sir.
Amit. I
No,
mentioned
just Amit.
Nawazuddin.
You don't know Mr. Amit, right? That's a wrong English, first of all, right? Just call me Amit. Okay?
Okay, Amit, I mentioned Nawazuddin Siddiqui. I find him to be a grounded person, and even he's very humorous and have great sense of humor.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
यस मैंने मेंशन किया कपिल शर्मा को बिकॉज एवरीवन सक्सेस बाय द मनी बट कपिल शर्मा इज मेक अस लाफ
Yeah, I love Kapil Sharma. I watch his show almost every day. That's my stress buster. Yeah, absolutely.
यस यस सर
Okay, so if I would like to mention my friends, not the specific person, because they help me or they make my मेरे face पर smile ले आते हैं. So for me, they are successful. They are positive towards me.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we got lot example, right? So there are things that make people successful, and you और जैसे सब लोगों ने बात बोली, कुछ अलग अलग चीजें हैं. अब कपिल शर्मा is a witty person, humorous person. while दूसरी तरफ नरेंद्र मोदी, right, he's a very good orator connects with people. So there कुछ चीजें common है, लेकिन कुछ अलग चीजें हैं. हमने बात करी अब अगर if we look at talent in, so I'll give example of sports because I have loved watching sports. I grew up watching sports, right? I still watch cricket. आज मैच है इंडिया साउथ अफ्रीका का. I don't know who else is watching, but I do follow online. So Sachin Tendulkar, I don't know how many of you can relate to him. Was a legend, right? Virat Kohli आज की date में. Then in basketball there's Michael Jordan, Ronaldo, Messi, and so on and so forth. And if you look at अभी मैं अगर sports की तरफ जाऊं, so their talent goes beyond just being good athlete. They have competitive drive to be the best, and an ability to see things happening in slow motion. अगर anybody follow cricket, कोई लोग follow करते हैं?
Yes.
है ना, आपने वो बहुत बार सुना होगा, वो रोहित शर्मा के लिए बोलते हैं या किसके, भाई इसके पास ना बहुत टाइम है बॉल को देखने का.
Yes. शॉर्ट जंप पुल के लिए भी बहुत मतलब.
हाँ, तो वो उसका मतलब क्या है, राइट? इट्स बेसिकली देयर इज एन इनर एबिलिटी दैट एग्जिस्ट. एंड सिमिलरली जब आप ये जो सक्सेसफुल लोगों के जब ये वो कुछ जीतते हैं, दे गिव देयर winning speech, a lot of time you may have heard कि what I did, I just worked with my strengths. Correct? आप लोगों ने सुनी है ये टर्म?
Yes sir.
कि मैंने अपनी बस फोकस उस चीज में करता हूं. अगर मैं जसप्रीत बुमराह is good at throwing yorkers, so he just go after yorkers and yorker after yorker, right? That's his best ball, है ना? So वो practice करके वो, they're not trying to be everything. So if you look at that, all these people, they understood their talent, what is their natural thing. Early on, they worked on it, right? So success is possible in any possible field, and it goes beyond just being an artist or just being being some physical talent. It's not like that. Talent, जब हम talent की बात करें, वो और उससे ज्यादा है. उसमें कुछ लोगों ने बोला that ability to connect with people, that's a talent. Somebody earlier I said chatterbox. ये इतना बात करना ये टैलेंट है. मुझ में बहुत कम है ये टैलेंट, right? I get tired. So it's while there are some people who are natural at it, right? So we see talent in Amitabh Bachchan, or let's say Priyanka Chopra, or let's say Kapil Sharma. Their abilities to connect with their audience have made them really, really influential, right? And their influence today spans media, publishing, and culture. लोग कॉपी करते हैं उनको, राइट? लोग सुनते हैं जब वो बोलते हैं. हमने टैलेंट देखा, if I go back to history, right? Like Mahatma Gandhi and Subhash Chandra Bose. So there was a talent. Imagine people who it was not that their money power, it was not their physical power, but they were able to inspire millions of people to see the dream of independence. So there must be something through which they are able to achieve, right? वो कोई उनका athleticism नहीं था, उनकी कोई वो लोग businessmen नहीं थे, लेकिन they had some other talent that helped them inspire people. And if you look at, none of these people are well-rounded. अब सचिन तेंदुलकर ने तो 12th भी नहीं पास करी, और कर ली थी शायद, I don't know, right? He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to be very good in accounting, right? Narendra Modi does not need to be a doctorate in science. So you don't need to be everything. आपको perfection achieve करने के लिए well rounded होना जरूरी नहीं होता. Right? These people were never well rounded or able to achieve perfection in many things. वो हर एक ने अपने अपने niche में अपनी perfection और महारत हासिल करी. अब कपिल शर्मा is a humorous guy, but he's good at that. That's his best thing. You know, he sings well also, but there are more people who sing better than him. So initially he wanted to be a singer, but he realized that he can be best by being a comedian, right? Or making people laugh. So he put all his energy and effort there, and he became like superstar. Sorry, you may not be able to relate to a lot of these. So, but
Yeah. I'm
know,
following it. Yeah.
Yeah, next time I will give you some inputs on these famous people in India. So they learn to maximize their potential in areas where they have performed with excellence to create consistent near perfect performance in specific activities. मतलब इन्होंने देखा कि भाई कहाँ मैं ऑलरेडी अच्छा हूं और उसको फिर प्रैक्टिस कर करके मेहनत करके हर आप लोगों ने जितने भी लोगों के नाम लिए आप किसी के बारे में ये नहीं कह सकते कि वो मेहनती नहीं है. There is no alternate to hard work. But as we go through, we will learn, because talent without hard work will not result in success.
Yeah.
Again, for cricket fans, I'll tell you, have you heard of a guy called Vinod Kambli?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Vinod Kambli और सचिन तेंदुलकर
Best friends, sir.
थे, स्कूल में
Best
साथ
friends.
खेलते थे. दोनों का करियर शुरू हुआ. काम्बली ने ट्रिपल सेंचुरीज मारी, तेंदुलकर ने आज तक नहीं मारी. बट वो talented था, and he was referred that he is more talented, but he was not that hard working. Right? तो हार्ड वर्क तो है ही है, लेकिन अगर वो हार्ड वर्क जहां पर आपका टैलेंट है वहां लगाया जाए तो सक्सेस का जो आपका ग्राफ है वो ऐसे जाएगा. Right? And we will talk more about it. So,
Amit,
yeah,
there's a comment from our group, from Kushbu. He says, "Sir, but sometimes we can't identify our potential." So that's a very valid concern.
Yeah.
A lot of us start out
Yeah.
that way, that we don't know our potential.
Yeah, I didn't knew until very late in my life. I dabbled around many things, so I didn't share about my early life. So I studied engineering, I studied commerce, I studied sales and marketing. I did so many different things because I didn't know that what I'm good at. I tried to figure out. I spent almost probably 10-12 years of my initial career trying to figure that out. But there are ways, and we will talk about it shortly, that can help us. So basically a strength-based approach जिसकी हम बात कर रहे हैं requires first of all to give up trying to become a well-rounded person. कि भाई आप हर चीज में महारत नहीं हासिल कर सकते, तो पहले तो आपको वो उसका पीछा करना छोड़ना पड़ेगा. That's one thing. And then we identify what are the things that are great with us, and then sharpen those natural talents. Cool? You're with me? Make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. All right. We'll move forward. Okay. So the key to personal development is to fully understand how you apply your greatest talents or potential in your everyday life. Because जब आप उसको रोज की रोज कोई चीज को यूज करते हैं तो वो ग्रो होती है. एक्सरसाइज करनी पड़ती है. Like when you exercise, when you go to the gym and to build any muscle, right, physical muscle, you have to work that out, right? You have to flex that muscle, correct? Yes, no, yes, no.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
तो सिमिलरली जो हमारे जो टैलेंट्स हैं उसको भी आपको वो बड़े न्यूट्रल होते हैं, अगर वो आप प्रैक्टिस नहीं करोगे रोज तो वो स्ट्रेंथ नहीं बनेगा। वो टैलेंट है लेकिन वो स्ट्रेंथ नहीं है, राइट? सो अब होता क्या है कि जो हम लोगों ने नॉर्मली देखा है स्कूल में, कॉलेज में और आगे जॉब्स में भी, एट टाइम्स वी गेट इनटू अ लूप होल कि हम ज्यादा टाइम कहाँ लगाते हैं जहां पर हम वीक हैं। इस सब्जेक्ट में वीक है तो चलो ट्यूशन करो, इसमें ज्यादा पढ़ाई करनी है, ज्यादा मेहनत करनी है, ये इसमें तो अच्छे हैं तो छोड़ दो, इसमें तो मैं कर ही लूंगा, राइट?
Yes.
देन जब हम जॉब में जाते हैं तो क्या होता है, कभी कोई बात करता है, अच्छा ये तो ठीक है बट this is your area of opportunity, you have to work on this, right? So we end up getting into that loop. However, the studies that are done by Gallup is a international research organization, and they've been doing research on human behavior for almost 80 years. तो जब आकृति ने शुरू में बात करी थी, शी वाज गिविंग एग्जांपल ऑफ टॉम रैथ और टॉम रैथ की एक बुक की. So Tom Rath is part of Gallup organization, right? So he's a researcher in Gallup organization. So based on their 80 years research, what they found कि जो लोग अपने strengths के ऊपर focus करते हैं, they are 3 times likely to 3 times better quality of life than those who don't. Similarly, those people who get this opportunity to use their strengths in what they do in their jobs are likely to be 6 times more engaged in the work they do. And this is in comparison to those who don't focus on their strengths. So this is this is database study you guys can research. You can the book that Akriti was talking about, you can buy that book. It's called Strengths Finder 2.0. You will find these kind of data there, but this is available online also. You can research this data. So that's the value, but still we are stuck in the conventional wisdom. Now let's move on further. तो क्या होता है जो लोग जब आप अपने स्ट्रेंथ जोन में होते हो? स्ट्रेंथ जोन का मतलब when you do activities, and I'm sure that you must have thought कि कई बार आप कोई चीज करते हो, आपको टाइम का पता ही नहीं लगता, टाइम ऐसे निकल जाता है कुछ चीजें करने में, राइट? जब आपको ऐसी चीज करने को मिले देन, और अगर वही आपका काम हो तो वो काम तो लगेगा ही नहीं, राइट? देन यू गो लुक फॉरवर्ड टू डूइंग दैट वर्क. और जब ऐसा होता है then you are more happy. When you are happy, your interaction with others are also good, positive. You treat others better as well. और जब आपको वो opportunity मिलती है कि to use your natural strengths, you also feel comfortable in that environment, and when you talk to others, you talk about good things about your workplace or school or college or whatever it is, because it allows you to be yourself. कितने लोगों ने ये वर्ड सुने हैं फेमस लोगों से और people who are successful? Be yourself, be yourself.
Yes, sir.
है ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Be yourself का मतलब क्या होता है?
Amit, we have a
Sorry.
question from Priyanka, or Priyanka was raising her hand earlier.
Please go ahead, Priyanka.
No, I was just raising my head. I was just raising my hand to tell that I have also heard to be yourself many times by so many people.
All right. So first of all, I think we're running very slow. Shalini, is it okay for us to continue, or you want me to move quickly?
No, you can continue.
Okay.
So
Okay, I'll try to be a little bit faster now because I realize that we're close to 90 minutes.
And Lena, we have another person raising their hand. Lena.
Yes, Lena.
Yes,
So,
Amit, I have a question.
Mhm.
In the Indian families, even before we identify a strength and ability, we are forced to accept and work on what our parents want us to follow. So, how can we identify our strength at that particular time?
Yeah. Ask your parents to meet me. Okay. I'm just kidding. ये और you know what, it's a very valid question. ये खाली इंडिया में नहीं है, मैं इंडिया से बाहर हूँ, ये you know, E is here on the call. Ask what parents in Philippines also want their kids to take the course or do what they want. And it's like generation, like India में at least जब when I was studying, खाली दो ही चीजें हैं, या तो आप डॉक्टर बनो या इंजीनियर बनो, वरना आप कुछ भी नहीं हो, है ना? I think अभी भी वो काफी हद तक है, but ऐसा नहीं है. Now people have explored other things also a lot more. In Philippines, all over the world, if you go, जैसे इंडिया के डॉक्टर्स आपको मिलेंगे, सारी दुनिया में कहीं पर भी जाओगे, आपको फिलिपिनोस मिलेंगे नर्सेस. Because there was some 70 years ago, there was some treaty that US had with Philippines that giving some special privilege that if to enter the country and immigrate if they're nurses. So people started pushing for that. तो ये सच्चाई है, right? तो लेकिन आप लोग एडल्ट हो, right? और इसका मतलब प्रोफेशन, so जो हम बात कर रहे हैं, जो स्ट्रेंथ्स की हम बात कर रहे हैं, टैलेंट्स की बात कर रहे हैं, these can be applied in any profession. It's not about selecting a profession. It's how you act on it, how you do things that make you successful. Because चलो हम बात करते हैं, मार्क जकरबर्ग लोगों ने नाम लिए थे, तो मैं दोनों नाम लूंगा. मार्क जकरबर्ग किसी ने बोला था और किसी ने बोला था इलॉन मस्क, राइट? Both are very successful people, both are in the field of technology, but are they same?
No, sir.
No. So they have different strengths. मैं दो नाम और लेता हूं, जो दो लोग they were even born within 6 months difference, less than 6 months difference. Steve Jobs, Bill Gates. Around the same time they started business. Very different personalities, very different strengths, immensely successful एक ही field में. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Right? So you know what we're talking about is beyond profession. Yes, obviously you in some cases you naturally get more chances of exercise some things, in others, but that's not the case. The case is that once you know what you're good at, you can apply it in any profession to be successful. अब जैसे एक हम बात कर रहे हैं टैलेंट की, to connect with people or to empathize with people. अब कुछ लोगों में वो नेचुरली ज्यादा होती है, कुछ लोगों में कम होती है. कुछ लोगों में naturally they're geared towards number oriented, कुछ लोग कम होते हैं. But it doesn't mean if you're so the thing is that focus needs to be shifted on what you're good at rather than what not. So again I'll take example, जो लोग successful हुए हैं, अगर सचिन तेंदुलकर ने पढ़ाई की जगह 4 साल की उम्र से क्रिकेट खेलना शुरू कर दिया, तो family must have supported that, right? वो इंडिया में ही है.
Yes, sir.
Correct? So people who have done that, achieved, where it's true that the support system has to do that, but then even after that there is a possibility. Jab jago tabhi savera.
Yes.
Right? So it's learning. So now you are learning this in your late teens or early 20s. I learned this in my late 30s. Okay, so the difference, but it is life changing. Or देर किस बात की है, life expectancy is going up and up, right? Where आज की डेट में life expectancy is like 80+ years, by the time you guys will reach that age, it may be 120 years. तो अभी तो बहुत लाइफ है आपके पास, 100 साल हैं जीने को ये एक्सरसाइज प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए and become great, right?
Yep.
So but yeah, it's a good point, but it's universal. It's not only in India. Okay.
We
Yes,
have
sir,
another
thank you.
person.
Sorry,
Oh,
go
sorry.
ahead.
We have another person raising their hand. Kushbu Sharma, I think, has a question.
Yes, Kushbu.
थैंक यस सर सर माय क्वेश्चन है सर जैसा आप बता रहे हो कि लेट 30s में आपको आपके पोटेंशियल और आपके टैलेंट का पता लगा सर इंडिया में मुझे ऐसा लगता है पर्सनली कि ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि मतलब बचपन से ही पेरेंट्स को अपने बच्चे के मतलब एक्टिविटीज को ध्यान से देखना चाहिए कि मतलब बच्चा किस चीज में ज्यादा इन्वॉल्व हो रहा है किस चीज में इंटरेस्ट ले रहा है देन उसको टाइमली वो अपने करियर में सक्सेसफुल हो सकता है
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल और अब क्योंकि आप टीचर बन रहे हो आप आके बच्चों के साथ काम करोगे you can do that. You can be that transform catalyst. You can be that change agent.
Yes, sir.
Correct? So who better than the teachers who can drive this change in the country, in the world? And that's one of the reasons why I'm so excited to talk to you guys. Because you are going to build the future of the country, future of the world. You have a very important role to play. तो जब आप आगे बच्चों को पढ़ाओगे क्या आप उनसे ज्यादा क्या इस बारे में बात करोगे कि क्या वो गलत करते हैं या क्या वो अच्छा करते हैं Now it's up to you how you do talk to them in their PTA or parent teacher meeting parents से आप क्या बात करोगे So you have that power to influence जो पीछे हो चुका है that's past can't do much about it let's talk about future and you are the future and you have a lot of influence on the future right okay so let's again
yes
go
sir
back
thank you sir
let's again go back to Slido we're gonna do another activity okay and where is my okay so please check the boxes when you go to Slido on everything so there are 6 statements there जहां पर भी आपको लगता है आप ये हो you can relate to that just tick that tick all those where that you connect with
Yeah, the hyperlink is in the chat box. I reposted it for those that still have not been able to log in.
Yeah, and I want to see more people participating in this one. Okay, while people are voting, let's in the interest of time, let's start having discussion around that. Okay, so I want to hear from somebody who has said that they cry while watching movies or television. I want to hear that.
Yes,
kya hota
sir,
hai?
I have written that. So, sir, because we connect to the storyline and the characters so much, that's why we feel that it's happening in front of us and we are involved in that in some sort of way. So we also feel the emotions of the show or a movie that's going on.
Yeah. And you see that there's several other people who do the same, right? ये आपको जो स्क्रीन पे दिख रहा है जो अभी तक करीब 30 लोगों ने वोट किया उसमें से 76% also feel. So what does it show that when you are able to connect? So that's a talent. That's a kind that you are able to empathize. कि आप दूसरे की भावना को खुद ही फील कर लेते हो.
Yes,
Now I
sir.
want to hear
That's true.
from somebody who said that they write down a list of things to do and stick to it.
Yes,
Stick to it.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, Amit. I write the listing that I can do in a day or in a week, and I will follow this for
Okay.
a year. I'm following this for a year.
अगर मान लो हम आपको बोलें कि भाई अलाउड नहीं है, आप नहीं बना सकते लिस्ट, हाउ वुड यू फील?
So I feel sad, but no problem. I'm in habit, so I will do work that has important to me. That
Will you feel
so
that
that work will not in the systematic order that made that will make a list, but I will try to do work some few works.
yeah, it will make it harder for you, right? And you won't be that
So
that
yes,
comfortable.
because
Correct?
there was no proper timetable and proper chart.
Yeah, because that's your talent. That's how you are. There are a lot of people. You see that only roughly about 50% people do that. Others don't. For them, that's not that important. But for you, being organized, working on the checklist is so important. That's your thing of looking at the world. Somebody who said that they have a color coded closet, कि सब कुछ तय से रखा हुआ है या अलग अलग रंग की चीजें ऑर्गेनाइज या किसी भी ढंग से
I'm
ऑर्गेनाइज.
also like this. So I can tell you
I
an
assume that you
example.
would be.
Sir, because I have a bookshelf where so many books are there, and I have fond of pens, so I collect so many pens from starting from 2 rupees to maximum price. So I list in organized closet that this pen for 2 rupees, black pen, blue pen, red pen, green pen, and ball pens, gel pen comparison. So I love to do this.
Awesome.
So
Yeah, so that's if you look at that, represent a talent that you got. Not everybody has that, right? That you naturally are gifted to organize things properly. मेरे लिए वो
yes,
बड़ा
yes.
पेनफुल काम है.
So it needs lots of patience and time.
Yeah, no, obviously everything, but for you that comes naturally. मुझे भी
Yes,
पता है,
sir.
लेकिन मैं तब भी नहीं करता, राइट? अच्छी चीज है, नहीं करता. अगर मेरी बीवी मेरा कबर्ड ना ढंग से रखे, वो तो उसका नाश हो जाएगा, राइट? So that's an example. Now I want to hear from some people who always find कहीं पर भी कोई मिल जाए ऐसी बात कर लेते हैं, फ्रेंड्स बना
Sir,
लेते हैं.
I do that. I do that in metros a lot. I see someone watching the same thing I like or something. So I start a conversation with the common interest, and then we talk about what we are doing and all that. So
Why do you do that, right? Why do you do that?
So I just
What makes you do that?
like learning new things, I guess. Plus, sir, sometimes in metro I see something with someone which I like, so I want to know where I can get that and all that. So, sir, if you ask, then only you can get the information. Is what my theory is. Sir.
Yeah, see, that's a different way. Not see, there are not many people
I
who.
also,
या तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि कोई कम है, कोई ज्यादा अच्छा है, कोई बुरा है. ये हमारी नेचुरल इंस्टिंक्ट्स हैं जो हमको ये सब करवाती हैं. अच्छा, now let's me hear from somebody who जब
Amit, we have Priyanka raising her hand.
Okay, go ahead, Priyanka.
yes, Amit. So I also want to say that I also like to talk to people wherever I go, and it sometimes happen that the other person don't want to talk, and then I think about that all day. That so I feel if I don't talk to them, there's this awkward silence, and I always feel the need to say something to make new friends, to meet new people, and you know, so I'm that kind of person.
Yeah, awesome. That makes you unique. Those are the things that combination of these things makes you unique. Now, who is the person who is impatient कि भाई वो जब लिफ्ट को ऊपर आना है उसकी भी वेट नहीं होती, वो बटन 10 बार जब तक प्रेस नहीं किया मजा नहीं आता, है ना? So I want to hear from somebody like that. ऐसा I'm sure that somebody
Sometimes just to be occupied while we are idle standing there.
Okay, so because you're feeling fidgety, restlessness, कि कुछ तो करूं खड़े खड़े, right?
Right.
That's what you're saying.
Yes, sir, just for time pass. For
Yeah, कि वो खाली बैठा नहीं जाता, कि खाली खड़े नहीं हुआ जाता, कुछ तो होना चाहिए लाइफ में, right? Some
yes,
action
sir.
should be happening. So let's play with this button. Let's call this elevator again. Let's remind me कि भैया तेरे को ऊपर आना है. कौन लोग ऐसे हैं जो कि भाई रेस हमेशा रेस लगाने को तैयार हैं किसी से भी? I want to hear from somebody like that. ऐसे ही कि ये मेरे से आगे कैसे निकल गया? Here I put an example in car, but you know it could be in anything. कि इसके नंबर मेरे से ज्यादा कैसे आ गए? I have to be the best. Is there anybody? There, of course, there is somebody. Come on, speak up. That's also a talent. Being competitive is a talent. Not everybody has that. A lot of people who are really, really at the top of the world, if they don't have any competitiveness, they may not have reached there.
Sir, I have competitiveness for some things and some occasions. It depends.
Correct. That's always, you know, it's a mix of things. Again, it's a combination of talents. So, very good conversation. Let's go back to our presentation. And now I would invite somebody to read what you read on the slide, the one in the green section. And another person read what's on the white section.
Okay, we have Saloni. You can read. Yeah.
Okay. Talent, a natural recurring pattern of thought, feelings, or behavior that can be productively applied.
Correct. So
Sir,
everyone
should I
has
read
talent.
in wide also?
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Please go ahead.
Okay. Example of the talent include effortlessly and instinctively starting conversation, thinking in an orderly or timely manner, easily and naturally influencing others, seeing pattern in data, consistently having a positive outlook on life.
Mm-hmm. Right. So these are some examples. जो अभी हमने पिछली जो exercise करी थी, those were examples of talent. So everybody has talent. लेकिन वो talent strengths में हर किसी ने convert नहीं किया. Okay. Talents are the means to an end, not the end itself. ये खाली starting point है. जैसे अगर आपको अपनी बाइसेप्स बनानी है तो आपको वो डंबल्स कर्ल्स करने पड़ेंगे उस बाइसेप्स को, तो आपको वो टैलेंट को स्ट्रेंथ बनाने के लिए उसको एक्सरसाइज करना पड़ेगा, सो दैट a talent becomes strength when first of all it should be able to productively applied somewhere, right? But when it generates near perfect performance, then it becomes strength. तो टैलेंट तो सब में है, हर किसी का टैलेंट अलग अलग होता है, हम सब में है. और our talents are, you know, these are quick. ये हमारे पास फटाक से आती है और हमको बहुत बारी समझ भी नहीं होता कि हम ऐसा क्यों कर रहे हैं, और ये भी लगता है कि इसको क्यों नहीं हो. मतलब जैसे there was an example that watching TV and crying, sometimes you feel if you are like that person कि भाई ये मेरे साथ में बैठा है, इसको क्यों नहीं लग रहा, why he is not crying, what's wrong with him, why can't he feel that emotion, right? Does that happen? Because it is unique to us, it's natural, it's dynamic, it's transformative. And when people learn how to consciously seek and invent ways how I can apply this empathy in the real world scenario so that it can improve my performance and excellence and increase sustainability, and then it's magic. And then you become authentic. When you, वो भी आपने बड़ा सुना होगा वर्ड, be yourself, be authentic. Be authentic का मतलब यही है कि आपको ये टैलेंट गलत डायरेक्शन में भी जा सकता है अगर इसको आपने प्रोडक्टिवली नहीं अप्लाई किया. टैलेंट कैन बिकम अ स्ट्रेंथ एंड टैलेंट कैन आल्सो बिकम अ वीकनेस. अगर बात बात में आप रोने लग जाओ तो वो वीकनेस है, लेकिन वो उस एम्पैथी को आप सही जगह यूज करो तो आप अमेजिंग हो, आप एक केयरिंग पर्सन हो. करेक्ट?
Yes, sir.
सो इट्स हाउ, एक जानना एक बात है कि आपका टैलेंट क्या है, बट उस पे काम करना वो दूसरी बात है. So like again, I'll read it again. A talent is a naturally reoccurring pattern of thoughts, feelings or behaviors that can be productively applied. And there are hundreds of different talents, including जो हमने अभी कुछ एग्जाम्पल देखी हुई, यहाँ कुछ एग्जाम्पल यहाँ पर लिखी हुई हैं. और ये सब चीजें नेचुरली होती हैं, ये स्पॉन्टेनियस होती हैं, हमारे हमेशा they remain on top of mind and they keep on reoccurring again and again. And you do it without even thinking about it. आप के आंसू सोच के नहीं निकलते हैं. आप अचानक किसी से मिलते हो, आपका मन करता है उससे बात करने का, वो सोच के नहीं होता, वो अचानक से ऐसे होता है, स्पॉन्टेनियसली होता है. मेरे को शायद सोचना पड़े कि मैं इससे बात करूं ना बात करूं, क्या बात करूं, बट फॉर यू इट्स लाइक ए नेचुरल थिंग दैट इज हैपनिंग. वो जो आप लिफ्ट के लिए बटन दबा रहे हो वो नेचुरली, और आप सोचते नहीं हो कि मेरे को ये करना है क्योंकि मैं बोर हो रहा हूँ, आपको सोचना ही नहीं, वो अपने आप ही बॉडी वो करने लगती है. और आप ऑर्गेनाइज हो तो वो आप नेचुरली कर रहे हो. आप उसके ऊपर ज्यादा सोचोगे तो लगेगा हाँ ये मैं इसलिए करता हूँ, वो सब चीजें निकाल सकते हो, लेकिन वो नेचुरली हो रहा है क्योंकि आपके साथ पले बड़े, आपके घर में भी साथ में बहन भाई वो ऐसा नहीं करते, आप कर रहे हो, तो देयर इज सम डिफरेंस. दैट्स योर टैलेंट.
Okay, Amit, we have another person asking a question. Saloni.
Yeah,
Yes,
Saloni.
ma'am. Sir, as you said, we have multiple talents. So which one should we focus on? Which one should we polish? How do we know that?
We'll come to that. Give me some more time. We are behind schedule. I'm sorry about it, but I think it's a discussion which is going well. So I am okay to continue if everybody else. But yeah, we will get to that. And there are many ways, but I'll share one of the ways. Is that okay?
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, so let's and this is my endeavor, that you want to help you discover, develop, and use those talents that can help you be a better person, be a better professional, be happy, and be successful in whatever career you choose. Again, it's not about making career choices, how you can be successful in whatever career you have chosen. तो जैसे मैंने आपको बताया, मुझे जब पता लगा, मैंने अपनी नौकरी नहीं बदली, मैंने अपनी कंपनी नहीं बदली, या जो मैं काम करता हूँ वो नहीं बदला. I just started anyways I was doing those things, I started doing more of those things, more and more of those things, right? So that's the difference. So again, little bit about some more data is that that it's again the research that people which shows, and it's again Gallup research. I'm talking about Gallup research simply because I'm a certified by Gallup organization, so I've done a lot of studies about this topic. So I'm sharing that research, that people who learn to use their strengths every day have roughly about 8% more productivity than others. And those teams who work with the talents are have 9% more profitability. Again, ये जो स्टडी है ये बहुत ज्यादा लोगों में नहीं है, करीब 2000 लोगों का डेटा लेके स्टडी हुई है, but still it's a substantial information. And as you will grow and move into the outside world, then you will learn more. So now I'll quickly want to do a quick, very quick exercise, right? सब लोगों के पास पेपर पेन है, बहुत जल्दी से करेंगे, और इसमें हम आपकी स्पीड एंड क्वालिटी is the criteria, and you are the one who is gonna be the judge. Okay? Does people have paper and pen with you? I'm sure. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. अभी क्या करेंगे? आप एक प्लेन पेपर पे बीच में सेंटर में एक लाइन लगाएं. Divide it into 2 parts. Okay.
Done.
और जब मैं बोलूं स्टार्ट, तब आपको ये लाइन लिखनी है 3 बार. I use my strengths every day 3 बार. But wait, जब तक मैं स्टार्ट नहीं बोलूं तब तक नहीं लिखनी. और जैसे ही the person who finishes, I want to call out the first 3 people who finishes, वो अपना can you help with a stopwatch?
Okay,
Also?
I'll get a
हाँ,
stopwatch.
कि जो सबसे पहले बोलेगा कि yes I'm done, और फिर आप अपना वो कैमरे में दिखाओ कि वो कैसा नजर आ रहा है. Now, how many people are right-handed? Right-handed people?
Can you raise your hand so that we can count?
No, it's okay. Just void words.
No.
Do we have left-handers also?
So we have 17. No, I'm using the
Sir,
counter.
left hand.
Okay, so
Sir,
this is what we're going to do.
So
We are
there were
going.
7.
Okay, so the
I think
people who are
everybody-
right-handers, they are going to write with their left hand, and people who are left-handers, they are going to write this with their right hand. तो आप जो आपका non-dominant हाथ है, उससे लिखेंगे ये लाइन 3 बार on the left side of the paper. And your time starts. Again.
How many minutes?
No, it's
How long?
whomsoever comes first, right? So it's a winner. So and it's not only speed but also quality. कि वो पढ़ने लायक हो लिखना है. ठीक है? So
सर नॉन डोमिनेंट हैंड से.
Sorry?
नॉन डोमिनेंट हैंड से लिखना है, मतलब जिससे नहीं लिखते.
Correct, non-dominant से लिखना है. तभी तो मजा आएगा ना. मजा तो तभी आएगा. Or please, I believe you're all honest. Nobody's gonna do cheating. Please write with your non-dominant hand. Right-handers left hand से लिखेंगे, left-handers right-handers से लिखेंगे, and your time starts now. Go. जिसका तीन लाइनें हो जाए, immediately raise their hand and show us. I won't be able to see, but
yeah, you can't see the entire screen, so use the raise hand feature of Google as soon as you show it up, so I can call on your name.
I use my strengths every day. So E is your stopwatch counting the time? No. Is there anybody raising their hand?
E, your mic is off. Your audio is off.
Sorry, I was talking. I said, Sonali, yes, you were the first to raise your hand. Thank you for
And
I also
letting me
done.
know.
E, do you have a stopwatch? Approximately
Yes.
how much time it took?
It was 1 minute and 20 seconds, and then I wasn't able to take because now we have more people
Okay.
raising their
So
hands.
Sonali, 1 minute
Yeah.
20 seconds. Great job. Can you show that how it appears? Can you show on the camera your paper? And E and Shalini, you can check that. Does it look? How does it look?
Okay. Where's Sonali? Can you show
So
your camera?
Yes, Sonali, can you just let
Sure.
me pin you up? Okay. This is what.
Right.
So
Okay.
Shalini, you are a teacher. How much marks you will give on from a maximum of 10 on the writing on the quality?
I would definitely give her 9.
9 out of 10.
Yeah, it's from her non-dominant hand. It's very good handwriting and very
Okay.
clear.
All right. Okay. So 1 minute 20 seconds. Now.
Yeah. The second one is Bhumika.
Bhumika.
Yes, ma'am.
Bhumika.
And how much time did Bhumika take?
1 minute 25.
Okay, so pretty close.
Bhumika, can you show your?
And then.
Bhumika,
okay,
we are not
okay.
able to see.
Yeah, that's okay. Let's move on, E. Right? So let's move on because
Okay.
now in the second part we're gonna again do.
Good, Bhumika.
We're again going to write. We're again going to write on the right side of the paper. You wrote on one side. Now on the other side of the paper, same 3 sentences. Again, quality and speed is the criteria, but this time you use your dominant hand. Right hander, right hand, left hander, left hand, and E when your timers you're ready, you will say start. Right hander, right hand, left hander, left hand. Same sentence.
Yes.
Please put your hands down first.
Yeah. Please put your hands down.
And please be honest, right? Are we ready?
Okay. Now everybody's hands are down. We can start.
Kushbu has a raised hand.
Oh, yeah. Kushbu, can you please put your hand down so that we can start? And then raise your hand when you're done. Okay. Ready, set, go. So the timer is now running.
Kushbu, yes, Kushbu, Ankita, and Bhumika. First 3.
Yes.
We have a lot of hands now.
Yeah.
Okay. See, and what was the fastest? How much
Kushbu
time?
did it. Kushbu did it in 15.58 seconds.
Seconds, right? 15
Yes.
seconds. So the previously when you were using
no, sorry.
non-dominant.
I think it's
Sorry.
it's the 5 seconds. 5 seconds.
Wow, that's amazing. Can you show your
Kushbu?
Kushbu
Yes, sir.
was like last time she did 1 minute 25 seconds, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so from 1 minute 25 seconds to 5 seconds. And how's the quality of writing?
Yes, sir. I will see.
Can you show your writing there?
Yes.
Is the quality of writing better than when you were using non-dominant hand? So let's talk a little bit about this activity. I'm sure that you must be realizing this. So when you first time you did it with your non-dominant hand, how did it feel? वो कैसा लग रहा था जब आप
सर बहुत ज्यादा ऐसा लग रहा था वीक फर्स्ट टाइम लिख रही हूँ बस
है ना?
उससे पहले मैंने कभी लिखा ही नहीं. यस सर.
awkward था, uncomfortable था, weird था, है ना?
सर बहुत ज्यादा.
हाँ. और दिमाग में क्या चल रहा था जब आप लिख रहे थे?
सर ऐसा लग रहा था कि शायद मैं लिख ही नहीं पाऊंगी.
करेक्ट कि उसको मैं इसको पेन को कैसे पकड़ूं, ये लेटर्स की शेप ठीक आ रही है कि नहीं है. अब जब आप अपने डोमिनेंट हैंड से लिख रहे थे तब कैसा लग रहा था?
सर उसमें तो मुझे बहुत कंफर्टेबल लग रहा था और मैंने फटाफट लिख दिया.
बहुत कंफर्टेबल लगा, वो नेचुरल है, कुछ सोचना ही नहीं पड़ा. करेक्ट?
यस सर.
अच्छा, अब जो राइट हैंड से लिखते हैं वो जो लेफ्ट हैंड से लिखते हैं, क्या आपने ये चॉइस बनाई थी कि भाई मैंने तो राइट हैंड ही मैंने डोमिनेंट बनाना है, मैंने अपना लेफ्ट हैंड डोमिनेंट बनाना है? नहीं ना, ये नेचुरल था,
नो सर।
राइट? ये इट्स अ नेचुरल गिफ्ट. सो
Yes.
नाउ यू थिंक, और जो आपने अब जब आपने एक चीज और नोटिस करें सब लोग, जब आपने अपने नॉन डोमिनेंट हैंड से व्हेन यू वर राइटिंग, आपका जो तीसरा सेंटेंस वाज बेटर देन क्वालिटी, इन बेटर क्वालिटी, और मे बी फास्टर देन योर फर्स्ट टू, करेक्ट?
यस सर.
Yes.
तो मतलब एक चीज तो पक्की है, तो चाहे वो आपका वीक हाथ था, आप प्रैक्टिस से उसको इंप्रूव कर सकते हैं, करेक्ट? दैट्स प्रूवन इवन विद स्मॉल टेस्ट. लेकिन वो तब भी जो आपका जो नेचुरल जो हैंड राइटिंग है, जो नेचुरल आप यूज करते हैं, वो उससे बहुत ज्यादा बेटर है, उसके करीब भी नहीं होगा, करेक्ट?
करेक्ट सर.
Yeah. So this is what happens when we put effort on our weak areas. We can definitely improve with effort. There is no doubt about it. लेकिन जो आपकी इम्प्रूवमेंट का स्केल वो बहुत डिफरेंट होगा. वो इम्प्रूव करके आप पुअर से मीडियोकर बन जाओगे, बट वो ग्रेट बनना बहुत मुश्किल है. और वो ऑलमोस्ट इम्पॉसिबल है. तो उसके लिए मैं आपको कुछ और भी आगे we'll discuss a little bit more and some study. So can somebody read this please?
Yes, sir.
I think Amit, before that, somebody had a question.
Okay, sure. Go ahead, please.
Bhumika and Sonali both had their hands up.
Ma'am, I didn't have any question. I just wanted to tell that I'm ambidextrous. I can write with the left hand also. I've practiced that.
Oh,
you are unique, right? So see, you have become both. Great.
Okay. Whoever wants to read, you can
Yes,
raise
ma'am.
your
Yes,
hand.
ma'am.
Okay. Yes, please go ahead and read.
What will happen when we think about what is right with people rather than fixating on what is wrong with them? Don Clifton.
Yeah, so Don Clifton was a positive psychologist. Earlier in the discussion, I think Akriti talked about positive psychology. So he's the founder of this company called Gallup, right, or Clifton Strengths Finder. We're going to talk about it a little. So he's तो जो popular notion ये है कि that people, one thing that we always say, that एक saying है कि you can be whatever you want, right, if you try hard enough, correct? आप लोगों ने सुना होगा, बहुत लोग बोलते हैं.
Yes sir.
Right. लेकिन ये क्या सच है? ये सच नहीं है, राइट? चाहे मैं जितना मर्जी टैलेंटेड हूं, मैं इंटरनेशनल बास्केटबॉल प्लेयर नहीं बन सकता क्योंकि मेरी इतनी हाइट ही नहीं है. आपको कम से कम 6.5 फुट का होना पड़ेगा कि कुछ अचीव करने के लिए, राइट? सो देयर इज that is a myth that needs to be broken, right? While we can and we should try anything we wish to, long-term success will elude us. वो आपको ultimate जो superstardom नहीं मिलेगी. You can't be the best if you are working only on areas where you are weak. And every individual has unique strength. हर कोई unique है. हर कोई unique है. And we'll talk a little bit more about it. So a strength-based approach, that's why it's different. It is a new way of thinking. What it says, that start by focusing on what people do well, what you do well, then work on emphasizing and developing those strengths to help yourself and others become even more productive. तो फोकस वहां ज्यादा करो. इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि दैट वी इग्नोर द वीक एरिया, क्योंकि कुछ एक चीजें जरूरी हैं आपको आना, तो उसमें उतना काम करो कि वो सर्वाइवल के लिए, लेकिन ज्यादा मेहनत वहां जहां टैलेंट है. सचिन तेंदुलकर की मैं I'll keep on taking example. वो पहले फास्ट बॉलर बनना चाहता था. He's only hardly 5'2" height. जो मर्जी कर लेता, he wouldn't have been a great fast bowler like how great batsman he became. क्योंकि एक वो जो नेचुरल टैलेंट पे अगर आप ज्यादा काम करोगे तो आप यू विल अचीव अल्टीमेट सक्सेस. टू अचीव अल्टीमेट सक्सेस यू नीड दैट. You need, and everybody who were highly successful, that's what they did, knowingly or unknowingly. Okay. So again, जैसे मैंने पहले बोला, this does not mean that we ignore our weaknesses. We need to be aware of our weaknesses and manage them. But our greatest opportunity for growth, development, and success are in our individual as well as collective strengths. क्योंकि कलेक्टिव क्यों है बोल रहा हूं, क्योंकि हर कोई हर चीज में ग्रेट नहीं हो सकता. तो एज अ सोसाइटी हमको डॉक्टर भी चाहिए, हमको इंजीनियर भी चाहिए, हमको टीचर भी चाहिए, राइट? सबको चाहिए, हर कोई हर कुछ नहीं हो सकता. So that's why collective strength. Our opportunities for personal development are rare in our weaknesses. वो weaknesses में नहीं मिलेंगी. अगर मेरे को सेंसिटिव चीजों पे रोना नहीं आता तो मेरे को खाली वो आंख में नींबू डाल के रोना आएगा शायद, राइट? तो मैं जबरदस्ती उसमें क्यों कोशिश करूं? why do I need to try to be like that? There are other ways to manage those things, and each of you have strengths. The unique combination of talents, knowledge and skills. Now अब ये दो नए वर्ड में इंट्रोड्यूस कर रहा हूं. टैलेंट हमने बात करी अभी. टैलेंट क्या है? Knowledge and skill that help you do what you do best every day, that will make it a strength. So your greatest talents do more than make you unique. They are also your best opportunities for excellence. Make sense? Yeah, you want me to explain it a little bit differently? Are you guys with me? Lost?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
तो अभी कुछ लोगों ने बात कर रही थी कि भाई अब ये कैसे जाने? How do we know what is our talent? Where is that opportunity? So there is this tool. So again, Gallup developed this tool over 60 years of research, which helps. So this is one way. I'm not saying this is the only way. There are many other ways we can talk about some other time. But this is one way that helps you identify that what are those natural talent. And we often take our most powerful talents for granted, and many of them are not fully aware of them. तो हम लोग बहुत कॉम्प्लेक्स हैं. एज ए ह्यूमन बीइंग वी आर वेरी कॉम्प्लेक्स क्रीचर. हम सब में सब तरह के टैलेंट है, बहुत टैलेंट है. लेकिन कुछ जैसे हमारा डोमिनेंट हाथ है, उसी तरह से देयर आर सम डोमिनेंट टैलेंट्स. In different people, there are different combination of dominant talents. So somebody asked earlier कि भाई कितने पे काम करना चाहिए? अगर वो आपको खाली अपने जो dominant है उस पे ही काम करो, उस पे काम करोगे वो बहुत है, वो बहुत काम है ऑलरेडी. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि बाकी चीजें एब्सेंट हैं. अगर आप राइट हैंडर हो इसका मतलब नहीं है कि आपका लेफ्ट हैंड है ही नहीं, आप उससे कुछ करते ही नहीं हो, आप उसको भी यूज करते हो, ऐसे सपोर्ट काम करता है. तो सिमिलरली अदर थिंग्स, लेट इट देम बी सपोर्टिव. You will shine when you work with your strengths. What is your dominant thing? So I'll quickly play a video which talks a little bit about this this tool. So let's watch this quickly.
Do you ever wonder why you make the choices you do? Why some things come naturally while others don't? Why you are drawn to certain activities and not to others? There's a simple but powerful reason: your talents. When you understand your unique talents, you have the power to harness them, and your whole world can change. We see talent in people around us every day. The patterns of thought, feeling, or behavior that give them a unique edge. sometimes it may even seem effortless. In fact, our talents are the keys to our innate potential. When we tap into them, we act with more confidence, inspiration, and direction. But we often take our most powerful talents for granted, or we may not even be aware of them. That's why the Clifton Strengths Finder was developed, to help you discover your areas of greatest potential. Grounded in more than 5 decades of study, the Clifton Strengths Finder is an invaluable tool designed to help you identify and activate your talents and strengths for greater happiness and success. After completing the assessment, you'll receive a personalized report describing your signature themes of talent and an action plan designed to help you unlock your innate potential. Performing at your best is easier than you may think. When you approach your work, relationships, and community from your personal areas of strength, success follows. So what are you waiting for? Transform your world today with the Clifton Strengths Finder. Unlock your potential.
Right. So this is one of the tool. It's basically an assessment through which तो मैं थोड़ा इसका background बताता हूँ, right? So what it does, so if you look at, there are hundreds of thousands of different talents there. कि उसको, so what Gallup did with their intensive research, they grouped them into 34 themes. मतलब जो कुछ एक सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ टैलेंट्स हैं या बिहेवियर टाइप्स हैं, उनको उन्होंने ग्रुप बना दिया. तो इस तरह के उन्होंने 34 ग्रुप्स बनाए. So when you take this assessment based on your responses, it will create a sequence that, okay, from your most dominant to the least dominant, and with that report could be your starting point कि अच्छा ये मेरे dominant talents हैं. Then now I know these are my dominant talents. Then you work on it. And to convert them into strength. So that's what. So that's what is strengths-based development. So development which is focusing on what you are good at versus what you're not good at. So the key to success is to fully understand how to apply your greatest talents and strengths in your everyday life. So we will dwell a little bit more into this idea. लेकिन उसमें हमें जानना जरूरी है, जो हमने पहले भी थोड़ी बात करी थी, that what is the alternate, what is the conventional approach. The conventional approach to development is कि भाई एरिया ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटी आइडेंटिफाई करो कि भाई कहाँ कमी है, उसमें फिर ट्यूशन लगाओ, फिर उस पर काम करो, उस पर ज्यादा मेहनत करो, और फिर वो इम्प्रूवमेंट होगी, फिर अगली अपॉर्चुनिटी फाइंड करो, फिर उस पर मेहनत करो, वो ठीक थोड़ा इम्प्रूव हो, फिर अगली करो. सो दैट्स द साइकिल, दैट्स द कन्वेंशनल अप्रोच जो हमको स्कूल में हमने देखा है, कॉलेज में देखा, मोस्ट ऑफ आवर लाइफ दैट्स हाउ we have been going through. जो इसके पीछे एक अंडरलाइन प्रिंसिपल है वो ये है that the thinking is which is as per the conventional wisdom that all behaviors can be learned, चाहे वो कोई भी हो. अब जैसे मैंने एग्जांपल दी, अब आपको नहीं आते आंसू, तो आंसू कैसे आप लाना सीखोगे, राइट? थोड़ा बहुत कर सकते हो, बड़ी मेहनत लगेगी, बट you won't be perfect. You can be at best, थोड़ा इम्प्रूवमेंट हो जाएगा, थोड़ा बेटर हो जाएगा, बट इट वोंट बी वर्ल्ड क्लास. और इसमें एक और दूसरी कन्वेंशन आती है कि भाई किसी पर्टिकुलर रोल को करने के लिए आपको इस टाइप की पर्सनालिटी चाहिए, इस तरह का ही हो, तभी आप कर सकते हो. So that's also the reason behind why this conventional wisdom exists. Third, कि अगर हम अपनी वीकनेस को इम्प्रूव कर लेंगे और वीकनेस को खत्म कर देंगे तो हमको ग्रेट सक्सेस मिल जाएगी. अगर हम बहुत मेहनत करेंगे तो हम बहुत सक्सेसफुल हो सकते हैं. I think everybody can relate to all this, right? That's what we've been going through all our life.
Yes, Amit.
कि अपनी कमियों पे सुधारो, मेहनत करो तो आप कुछ भी बन सकते हो. अगर आपको ये काम करना है तो आपको ये होना चाहिए, आपके ये इंग्रेडिएंट होना चाहिए. अगर आप ये नहीं हो तो आप ये नहीं कर सकते. Those kind of things. So what is strength-based approach? Strength-based approach is a contradiction to that. It's a more positive approach where say कि ये मेरा talent है, this is the talent, and then we work and invest on this talent, and then we succeed. We develop one talent after the another talent. We work only on those few things. We don't need to be an all-rounder. कोई जरूरत नहीं है all-rounder बनने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. Okay, you guys with me? Questions, thoughts, comments? Okay, so no comments. So I'll do I shared a study. So this was a study that was done, I think, in sometime in 60s on speed reading. So what they did, so first they took a group of average readers, basically kids, whose उनका जो baseline था, they could read at 90 words per minute. Then they took them through a 3-year speed reading course, right? So उनका था this speed reading course. Then the kids could read at I'll show it at 150 words per minute, right? और उसके अलावा उन्होंने एक दूसरा बैच लिया जो कि बहुत अच्छे थे और उनकी एवरेज स्पीड रीड जब बेसलाइन था वो 350 वर्ड्स पर मिनट था. उनको भी वही ट्रेनिंग दी गई जो एवरेज रीडर्स को दी. वो सेम 3 साल का उनको भी उसी सेम रीडिंग कोर्स में एडमिट किया. तो जो ये एवरेज थे उनकी 60% इंप्रूवमेंट हुई, 90 से 150. Now I want you to guess what was the improvement of the above average reader, जिनकी starting point ही 330 350 words per minute था. Okay, who wants to guess? So it's a guesswork. I want to hear, what do you think where the above average readers ended from 350 to at what point by doing the same course? कि जो average reader 90 से 150 पहुंचे. तो please type in the chat box. What do you think? E, can you read that? What responses are we getting?
Yeah. So the first response is 800. Somebody guessed 500, 400 to 450.
Okay.
700. Someone also guessed 0%.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the maximum somebody guessed was 800, and the lowest that कोई improvement नहीं हुई. Correct?
The lowest was 0.
Okay. This is what the actual result was. After going through the same course, they could read 2,900 words per minute. Okay. Any reactions?
Oh.
So shocked. Kind of shocked. Yes.
Yeah. तो ये what does it show? कि वो जो उनका वो नेचुरल टैलेंट पहले से ही था, जब हमने उतना ही एफर्ट लगाया, जो एवरेज थे और जो टैलेंटेड थे उस एरिया में, तो जो ग्रोथ है वो एक्सपोनेंशियल ग्रोथ है. Same effort but exponential growth. So what is the variable here? Effort is same. The variable here is their natural talent. And that's what we're talking about here. That's what strength-based development means. That इसको ये मान के चलो कि what I was thinking. Anyways, let's move on here. So first reading. So this is the difference. So well, that comes to an equation. I'm going to share an equation now. That okay, what makes this happen? So what equation that came out? So first, let's understand strength is the ability to consistently provide near perfect performance in a specific activity. हमने पिछली एग्जांपल में देखा वो स्पीड रीडिंग. तो वो जो उनकी स्ट्रेंथ थी स्पीड रीडिंग एक्टिविटी में, राइट? और वो अचीव करने के लिए व्हाट मेक्स द डिफरेंस इज टैलेंट मल्टीप्लाइड बाय इन्वेस्टमेंट इक्वल टू स्ट्रेंथ. दैट्स द फॉर्मूला. अगर आपका यहाँ पर इसको हम नंबर से रिप्रेजेंट करें, अब जैसे मान लो आपका किसी चीज में टैलेंट है, वो ऑन ए स्केल ऑफ 1 to 10, 1 है, इन्वेस्टमेंट आपकी 10 है, रिजल्ट विल बी 10. अगर आपका टैलेंट 9 है और इन्वेस्टमेंट उतनी ही है 10, आपका रिजल्ट विल बी 90. You see the difference?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, but अगर आपकी इन्वेस्टमेंट नहीं है तो आप उतने के उतने ही रहोगे. आपका रिजल्ट जो आपका जो कोई लेस टैलेंटेड है वो आपको बीट भी कर सकता है. तो इन्वेस्टमेंट जो हार्डवर्क जिसकी हम बात कर रहे हैं, दैट इज नेसेसरी. वो देयर इज नो ऑल्टरनेट टू दैट. बट इफ दैट investment and hard work is done in the right area, then the magnitude of your success increases multifold. And what is that investment? That investment is knowledge and skills. So what is knowledge? Knowledge जो जैसे आप knowledge you can acquire anytime in anything, right? जो आप दूसरों के experience से study करके you know, that's knowledge. Similarly, you can gain what do you call it, by practicing something you become skillful. So knowledge or skill you can acquire. Talent you can't acquire. वो इनबॉर्न नहीं होता है. अगर आप लेफ्ट हैंडेड हो वो इनबॉर्न हो. आप कोशिश कर सकते हो, वो कुछ बहुत हो जाएगा, बट दैट्स नॉट नेचुरल. So that's what it is. So this is the equation. Remember, talent multiplied by investment is strength. So strength-based development basically means you start with your talent and finish with strengths. Questions, comments? Okay, none. So I will, you know, quote this one, something from Albert Einstein, who said about teachers, right? According to him, he said, "It is the supreme art of the teacher to awaken joy in creative expression and knowledge." So you are in this noble profession. This is the profession that you're going in, which will bring about that change, and you can cultivate not only in yourself that curiosity, that that thing when you start focusing on strength. Now let's quickly talk about what is stopping. So there are 3 myths. We actually throughout this session we talked about it, but again I'll remind everybody कि हम क्यों पुराने ढर्रे में अटके हुए हैं. So first myth, as you grow your personality change. That's not true. From core, you know, I am much older than all of you here, so I can tell you an experience from your core. You remain the same person, but you can become a better version of yourself. You can improve upon. You can be more of you, who you are. आप बदलते नहीं हो. आपकी जो बेसिक इंस्टिंक्ट्स हैं, आपकी जो बेस है वो वही का वही रहता है, चाहे आपकी सराउंडिंग बदल जाए. दूसरे मिथ, that you will grow most in your areas of greatest weakness. That is also a myth. The reality is you grow in the areas of your strengths. जो example हमने वो speed reading test की देखी, that was amazing growth. We couldn't even imagine, right? और ये, this is not only with you guys. I've done this now many times. Even when somebody told me that, even I couldn't imagine. Maximum लोग वो hundreds में ही रहते हैं, कोई 1000 तो सोचता भी नहीं. It looks, it is seems unimaginable, but that's the reality. Third myth, which probably right now you may not be able to relate, is that a good team member does whatever it takes to help the team. But the reality is, a good team member deliberately volunteers in his strengths to the team most of the time. कि भाई अगर मैं voluntarily वो चीजें करूं जिसमें मेरे को पता है मैं अच्छा हूं, मैं अच्छा रिजल्ट डिलीवर करूंगा, then the whole team becomes more successful. Think of our, people who know sport. Think of any sports team. Think about cricket. Think about football. कि जो अच्छा बॉलर है, वो अगर उसको बॉलिंग नहीं दी जाएगी और वो बॉलिंग करेगा कि भाई मेरे को नहीं करनी, केस इन पॉइंट हार्दिक पांड्या, राइट? सॉरी. So then it's not helping the team, right? But if you so a good team member will always volunteer with his strengths. Okay, now some suggested actions that what you can do. First step is identifying and understand your talents, what those are. Invest in your talents and turn them into strengths. Love and live your strengths. Be authentic. रोज यूज करो, रोज प्रैक्टिस करो. You will find कि कहाँ उसको कैसे यूज कर सकते हैं. Look for what is right in your students. Once you start doing that, start focusing on them. Help them also be successful, realize their talents and turn them into strengths. And you are teachers. You can transform humanity for good, one student at a time. So with that, I'll again open Slido one last time, and this time I would like to please put a comment, write down the thing that is your biggest takeaway from this session. Just one most important takeaway, that something that you learned, something that you would like to implement going forward. Again, please go to Slido, scan the QR code, or join slido.com 827029. I see believe in yourself. Somebody said, please make that commitment, right? We can bring the change. Talent into investment equal to strengths. Yes. Start valuing the good in yourself and make it your strength to overcome all the challenges in your life. Focus on your strengths. Focus and work on your strengths. Anything and everything can happen. Just be consistent. If you learn that, I said opposite of that. Working on our strengths consciously. Identify your talents and transform them into your strengths. Talent plus hard work. Yes. Build on the talents for it to become learns. Yeah. Thank you, teacher, whomsoever has written that. focus on the gifted talent, which can be wonders in your life. Absolutely, absolutely. uh, E and I are, one couple of small examples of that. Hard
Mhm.
work is key of success. Yes, absolutely. E, you wanted to say something?
No, I was just agreeing with you on focus on the gifted talent.
Yeah. Talent plus hard work plus persistence goes a long way. Absolutely. No denying that fact. No denying that fact. So yeah, please continue putting in here. We have this poll open. I'm sorry, we are way beyond our schedule, but I really enjoy being here, being with you, and I will leave with this quote as the final quote from Queen Raina of Jordan. Good teachers teach, great teachers transform, and be the transformer. As educators, we promote lifelong learning, and it cannot be more appropriate than in the strength-based development, because each day will bring new opportunities to learn and apply a new aspect of your strength. So these are my parting thoughts, and thank you very much for joining today, and be participative in this session.
Akriti, are you there?
Yes, mom.
Yeah, please.
Thank you, Amit, and thank you, E. Your words were endearing. I'm sure we all will incorporate the thoughts and lessons that you bestowed upon us. As we move towards the end of this enchanting session, I would now like to invite Dr. Shaini Bhardwaj, Assistant Professor, BLMCE, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the BLMC family, I would like to extend gratitude to Mr. Amit Gupta and Ms. Elizabeth Tenduro for taking out time from the busy schedule and enlightening our students and faculty members alike on the importance of focusing on our strengths and cultivating them for leading an enriched and wholesome life. Mr. Amit, you took extra efforts to engage us all by drawing out from our life experiences, and the activities designed were clearly reflective of our need to be organized and focused. Special thanks to Ms. Elizabeth for moderating the discussion and giving most of our students a space for participation. Both of you complement each other naturally so well, and we would request you to find time for more such sessions for our improvement. Thank you so much, both of you.
And thank you so much. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. So E and I have created a Facebook group for people like you to join, where we will have more discussion in future, and we will share that with you guys, so that you can join, and in future also we can share our thoughts.
Yeah.
Thank you, Amit and E. It's been, it's very good to interact with you and have insight of what exactly strength-based development means. I feel our students must have learned a lot.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank you
thank you so
again for
much.
inviting us. Sorry.
Yes,
I'm
yeah,
getting
thank
you.
you so much, Shalini, and thank you so much everyone who's sharing great feedback in our chat. Those that are asking how we can use tools for finding these opportunities, or how you can learn more about strengths, as Amit said, we'll be inviting you to our we have a we're building a Facebook group, like a sharing session of best practices and talent development. So I think after this session, we can get their email through their emails and share how to get those tools, Amit, because some are asking in the chat. And other questions, everyone, for those that said that it was a great session, it was our pleasure to be here with all of you. And it was also personally very interesting to see all of these teachers because it's from a different culture. So it was very nice to see how you guys are like the culture in India and in education.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you again so much. And you will, I think we have email addresses, or we can reach out through your institute and provide some
Yes. Some
additional
resources.
information so that you can join in future conversations.
Mhm.
So today's world is connected through social media. I will share, some links that where you can follow me, and I'll continue to share my thoughts and experiences, and we can learn from each other.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Amit and Elizabeth. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one. Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you for your
Bye.
kind words. Now I request everyone to please switch on your camera to have a group snapshot. Thank you all for joining and for your active participation. Stay healthy, stay safe, and stay happy. Now I would request everyone to please log off.